Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tabor Talk. This is actually Michael Hedges. It's got, usually it's just solo guitar, but here's a little bass, kind of funky. I like it a lot. All right, people. I feel compelled to do a video recording here. So on YouTube, came across a Steven Crowder video, Louder with Crowder. So I don't like this guy at all. He's a young punk. Steven Crowder is a thug. All right, I'm going to bring this up. I don't even know how old he is. He's not very old. Well, let me just check this here. Okay, so Steven Crowder is confronting, I just want to see his age here. I should have had this queued up, but nevertheless. Okay, so Steven Crowder, here he is on his Wikipedia page. Here he is, Steven Crowder. Okay, so he's a young guy. He is, let me go back here, and I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I think he's no more than 30 years old. I'll come back to you on that one. It doesn't matter. He's a young guy, all right? So let me, I actually got the Wikipedia in the app, and I'm not sure if I like it. I liked it better before. Like when you brought up Wikipedia, someone's thing, on the right-hand side, there would just be age, you know, date of birth, like right away, and now I'm having problems finding it. Okay, so Crowder, hold on one second. So Crowder, I'm misspelling this, I apologize. And when I have people, this is all gonna be queued up for me, all right? So Crowder, Steven Crowder confronts this guy from Antifa, all right? So, okay, so here it is. Crowder confronts convicted Antifa thug. Louder with Crowder, okay? Okay, let me just turn this up.
You're saying we made this up? Yeah. You're saying that's a lie, we made it up.
All right, let me just go back here. I think this is the one. Crowder confronts convicted Antifa thug. Here we go. Oh, she subscribed to his channel. See what that asshole's up to. Okay, ready? This is unbelievable. Crowder confronts convicted Antifa thug. Here we go.
These guys are fascists. Does anyone know that? As if you can't make that shit up.
You're saying we made this up?
Yeah.
You're saying that's a lie, we made it up?
I know that because I didn't say that.
Really? We could get the officers here.
I'm not going to talk to this guy.
You know what? I'm going to talk with you. You'd like both of us to leave?
Yes.
Okay, let's both go. Welcome to the latest installment of Crowder Confronts. Now, our first choice on this channel is always civil discourse. When it's met with produce or milkshakes to the face, however, sometimes we have to pivot. Meet. He's a member of Antifa who has a storied history of violence. He was arrested for assaulting police officers at an Antifa rally and threw tomatoes at President Trump, though it should come as no surprise that he missed by a mile.
You play ball like a girl!
Now, during our recent Change My Mind at Google headquarters in Austin, I took to Facebook, posting our location publicly and calling for others to milkshake me. Quick recap. You may recall Professor from the last installment. He's the teacher who labeled me a Nazi and falsely spread a rumor about me threatening his child because he's a compulsive liar on the spectrum. Well, look who we found lurking in this serial libeler's social feed. He wants someone to light me on fire? We've escalated from chilled dairy products to third-degree burns? Well, Mr. Call me your Mr. Heat Miser.
I love that song, by the way, that Christmas song. It's not coming in clear because of the glare, but that's just the way it is. You get the point, right? Let me see something. Oh.
Hey, kid.
Hey, how are you, man? Steven Crowder. What's going on? I just had a question for you. I know that we disagree on things politically. I'm your heat miser, by the way. But why would you want to light me on fire?
I never said that I wanted to let you.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You were encouraging people to light me on fire. Ah, the old "it wasn't me" excuse. Seems that we've heard this one before. Why would you threaten to firebomb my van or encourage other people to do it? At first, she just denied.
No, she didn't.
I think it's okay to threaten to slash someone's tires.
I didn't do it.
Was it like what you meant with killing members of ICE for $500 a pop?
I mean, I don't recall saying that.
We can discuss it at a neutral meeting place.
I'm not discussing with people who have made threats against my son, whose followers made threats against my son.
All right, I need.
Oh, that's right. Every single person we've confronted in the history of ever. Good thing we have hard evidence. Well, do you want to sit down and talk about it? Do you want to sit down and talk about it? Why don't we just sit down and grab a seat?
This guy's a fascist. Does anyone know that?
Well, I'm not really a fascist because I don't encourage acts of violence. I want to be clear. I'm not encouraging any acts of violence here right now. Quite the opposite. Do you really think that has a role in today's political discourse? Posting people's location, asking if they be lit on fire?
I didn't say that I wanted you to be lit on fire.
Oh, you didn't post my location? You didn't do that and encourage people to milkshake me? Milkshake light on fire? Why don't we just sit and talk about it, and maybe we can find some kind of a common ground? And I know you have a long history of felonies and violent assault on police officers, and so you've been seen sort of as a folk hero. Some people.
I'm sorry for the glare, but you get the point, right?
Why do you think that's acceptable to do?
You're not going to get an interview out of me, man.
I don't need to get an interview. I just want to know why you think that's acceptable to do. How do you not see yourself as a fascist when you encourage acts of violence? Do you not see that as fascism?
So we got Steven Crowder here. He passed on me.
Yeah, well, no, he encouraged people to light me on fire and posted my location. So I'm just trying to find out why you think that's okay to do. So we can talk about it with the officers.
As if you can't make that up.
Well, you're saying we made this up?
Yeah.
You're saying that's a lie, we made it
I
up?
know that because I didn't say that.
Really?
Yeah, now I know
Who are you
you're.
here to meet? I know I'm not a semi-attractive
I'm not
Antifa
going
broad.
to ask you again.
We could get the officers here.
I'm not going to talk to this guy.
You know
Thank you guys so
I'm going
much.
to talk with you.
No.
I'm just really curious as to why you think it's okay
I'm not gonna
just
talk
by
to you.
labeling somebody
I'm
as
not gonna talk to
fascist.
you.
Have a super
You'd
day.
like both of us to leave?
Yes.
Okay, let's both go. A curious question. Does it make it okay to encourage people to commit violent felonies because you simply label them a fascist? What about me is fascist? Could you name me one thing that I've said or encouraged that would be fascist? Like just one thing.
Hope this is a good use of your time.
Well, it really wasn't. It was boring until you lied and said that it wasn't you. And we're going to be able to prove that now. So everyone's going to know. So everyone's going to know not only that you encourage violence, but you're a coward, not even to stand behind your own convictions of violence.
You made that quota.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We didn't. We absolutely didn't.
Okay,
We'll prove it to
you
millions
get
of
the
people.
point, and
What did I say that?
it's not super clear because of the glare and the light here. I'm going to get this down. Eventually, I'm going to work on a screen where I can just point, and you'll see the big screen, and, okay. I'm working on it, okay? So, this Steven Crowder is a piece of fucking shit. He's a scumbag, Like, okay, I'll say this about Steve Crowder. He's a very, very smart guy, and he knows his shit. In addition to that, Steven Crowder is physically a big guy. He's big, he works out, he's jacked. He's super fucking intimidating. So you add all this knowledge and information and his sharp intellect with that big giant body, and you confront someone like this little Antifa guy, that's totally unfair. And then he has the cameras and he puts them on the spot. He's totally emasculating him. Now, I understand. I actually agree with Steven Crowder. These Antifa folks, doing all the shit and inciting violence and all that. I totally agree. It's fucking bullshit. But Steven Crowder, man, fuck you, Steven Crowder. Grow up. I mean, I'd like to. I hope Steven Crowder sees this video. Why don't you confront me, Steven Crowder? Right? Why don't you confront me? Pick on someone your own size. All right? That's all I have to say. He really pisses me off, man. Steven Crowder. That's a bully for you. All right? And I'm going to fade out. And I said I was going to be calm, but this fucking guy pissed me off. All right? Let me go back to my music. And here we go. And I guarantee you there's going to be a commercial. So hold on one second. Michael Hedges. So while this commercial is going on, let me just talk a little bit more about Steven Crowder. So I found out about Crowder, I guess a few years ago. Here we go. He was on Joe Rogan about 3 or 4 years ago, and the same thing. They went back and forth a little bit, and like Joe was like, "Listen, dude, smart guy, super smart guy." Really smooth. He's got an entertaining show, too. I enjoy it. But he's a fucking bully. Pick on someone your own size, Crowder. Come to Tabor Talk. Okay. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience.